Hi there everyone, welcome back to another video of Late Customs. I know I've been gone for, well, I guess more or less a week. I would just like to mention that we recently had someone that passed along in our family, and I just kind of needed a week for myself to support the family, kind of, well, you know, help everyone get their feet again or get on their feet. But we are back now to continue with everything that was going on. Although I've not been filming for the past week, there has been a lot going on, and that is where I'm going to start off this video with. And then in a later stage of the video I will give you guys a few surprises, because there has been some turn of events for the B18 standing in the corner, or should I say B18 VTEC. I'm going to start off with Shannons Car. We have had issues with this car since day one. Since the day we bought the car, we've had some speedy issues, the car losing power, we stuck on the N1, and we've stuck probably like 3-4 times with the car. Since those incidents, we unfortunately had to let the car stand, because it's, well, becoming clear that the car is definitely giving us some issues. But I'm hoping we could solve it in the process, because honestly, me and Tegan, we are a bit fed up with the car, because there were a few things said about the car that's wrong, and we replaced those stuff that were the issues, but we still have some problems with the car. And the current problem we have with the car is, we start up the car will idle perfectly fine, and then we would start hearing the car having a slight miss on, and then the car would all of a sudden just die. And we're still having the issue with the speedo. We thought the cluster fixed it. 2 days later, the car just started acting up even more. So we need to get this car sorted, and you will get an update of us diagnosing on this car in an upcoming video. Because for the past, like in this week that has passed, I've been spending like 2 complete to full days on this car, me and Tegan, and we still haven't managed to solve the issue. So that is currently where we are standing with this car. Even if you can help us figure out what is actually wrong with the car, we would really appreciate it. Moving on to Shannons Car standing right here. There's nothing wrong with Shannons Car. A car is standing here. She's been driving, well, a dad's car, I guess. And the car has just been standing here because, I don't know, she missed driving the car. But the car is literally just standing here. There's nothing wrong with the car. I know a few of you commented that you would like an update on the car, which there's really not much to update on the car, because the car is not broken. The car is driving perfectly fine. The car is literally just, I guess, standing in storage for her. So that's what's going with that car. On the other hand, we have the Caddy standing here. My daddy has been using the Caddy because the Caddy is quite light on fuel compared to all the rest of the cars we own. But this is my dad's daily for the time being. I really have some amazing plans for this bakkie. The initial plan was to sell it, but I really want to do something with this bakkie. So do comment down below what you would like to see on this bakkie, because my daddy has been driving it and hasn't really been giving me any issues. But just know, it is still here. Excuse Rafa, Luna's on heat. Here's Luna lying. She's lying there. And I have to separate him. You can hear what's going on, because he wants to come out. Yeah. Birds and the bees. Yeah, I'm sure you guys know all about the birds and the bees. The court, on the other hand, because we had a funeral this past weekend, my daddy had to use the court, so that's why the court is with him at the current time. The court might be coming back. He might come drop off the court because he can't really, that the car's too heavy and fuel for him, and he might come pick up the bakkie later. So that's the update on the court. I'm sure if you have been following along with the channel, the past few videos has been about the Accord. If you guys didn't check it out yet, definitely do so, because we had like a nice semi-build series for the car, which we modified the car a little bit. Update on the 20 valve. I wanted to wait this one out, but unfortunately, due to, well, searching for a few parts on the car, this is becoming a very expensive build, in the sense of just overhauling the engine, because we didn't know really what was kind of wrong with the car. We just knew they said that the car hit a bearing knock, or spun a bearing, and that the 5th and 6th gear is gone on the car. We haven't diagnosed the box yet, or Rafat hasn't opened the box yet to check what's going on there, but he has opened the engine. And I'll just throw a few photos that he took for me about the engine, and all I can say is that the engine has dropped, I think, like 3 or 2 valves on cylinder 1 or 4, and it damaged the piston, and the crank is messed up very much, and the head is messed up as well. It was a complete silver top we had in the car, and the current plans with the car is just to overhaul the engine. We're going for a black top bottom end with a silver top, because we are currently just working with whatever parts we have, and I would like to put it out there that the only thing that's stopping us from building the engine or sending everything to the engineers is a crank. We are urgently looking for a crank, and we are not looking for 20,000 crank, because all the cranks we are getting out there are super overpriced, because I know they are scarce, but they are 20,000, 30,000. People even selling 40,000 cranks, which is ridiculous. I'm at least looking for a standard crank that has probably had 1 knock, and we can just bring it down to 10,000, which would be amazing for me and Rafat. But if not, then I'm going to be forced to buy a brand new crank by Toyota, which is going to be a ridiculous amount. So that's the reason why the 20 valve hasn't been back yet. I just thought I'd let you know on that. Moving on to the Honda B18 standing right here. If you have no idea what's going on, or if you're new to the channel, let me just give you an update real quick what is going on with this car. Just excuse the noise, the dogs are going crazy. Rafa keeps on escaping. It's a nightmare. I'm sure many of you guys know, if you own a male and a female dog, het gaan nie altyd so aan. But that's how it goes. And I can't film with him going on like that. I tried to separate him, but Rafa keeps jumping the gate, so I need a taller gate as well. Yeah. So update on the B18. Take 2 update on the B18. I bought this car from Kurt Wang. I'm sure many of you guys are subscribed to his channel, Wang Street to Track, and this is a 1996 B18 Honda Bseries. So I bought this car. We had some issues with the car with mountings that were noisy and stuff like that, and the car was very heavy on fuel. And we had some problems with the gearbox as well, and I decided, well, might as well take the head off, because the car had some overheating issues as well. I think it was overheating issues, I wasn't sure. I really can't remember that well, but I can't really remember why I took the head off. But there was a specific reason why I took the head off, because I thought it probably blew head gasket or something was wrong. And I sold the gearbox. I bought a new gearbox, sent the head into the engineers, and well, my uncle said, look here, we're already busy with the head, might as well do the bottom end, because it's not going to take that much. And we stripped the bottom end. I got some VTEC pistons, some oversized VTEC pistons, 20,000 VTEC pistons, and anyways, we got oversized VTEC pistons. So the comp is a bit higher on a VTEC piston compared to a B18 piston, and unfortunately what happened was one of the pistons were damaged, and the engineers really bought the block. So I had the one last option to go with the oversized B18 piston, because I couldn't source an oversized VTEC piston at the time, and the Nobon or the YCP pistons were way out of my budget at the current time. I went with the oversized B18 piston, and won't I just buy the pistons, and a set of Nobons pop up, and the seller was selling it at a very affordable price. And I eventually bought the piston, so now I have a set of 82mm Nobon pistons, which unfortunately I don't have here because it's at the engineers. And that's what happened there. And then everything escalated from there. So now I'm selling my B18 non-VTEC head, I'm selling my intake, I'm selling my dizzy, I'm selling plug leads, I'm selling the intake, the throttle body, everything goes with it. I'm selling a complete head. All you need is just a block. I'll even throw in the 81mm uniseal gasket I bought. So one thing led to another, and that's why we are getting to this unboxing, because I wouldn't sell my head if I didn't have a replacement head. Yeah. So let's get to the unboxing of this video. In these boxes we have everything that will change the point of view for that Honda right there. I bought everything as a complete unit from Jared's old car. You guys seen it a couple of times on the channel. It was a red Civic B16 VTEC, and with silver spoons, and I'm sure you guys saw it on a couple of beach drives. It was like probably like more than a year and a half ago, and we bought most of the stuff of that car for my car right here. So let me break you guys through what I bought right here. It's very messy, but I think I'm first gonna pack everything out on the table, and then we can just take it from there. Surprise everyone, surprise. We got a whole lot of goodies laying here on the table, on the ground, on the chair, and I can officially announce that we will be going VTEC with the B18 bolt standing right there. We're going to do it ordentlik, we're going to do it right. Obviously there are a few shortcuts you can take to be able to make this whole setup successful, but we're still going to do it the right way. But for now, let me take you through all the parts we have laying around here. I apologize for the lighting. We are currently filming this, well, thank you to Eskom through load shedding. We have those like a small lights here and there. That's why the lighting is a bit bad and cinematics didn't come out that great. But let's start off with the main component. Here we have a VTEC head. To my understanding, there is still enough meat left on this head. We have all the couplers. I'm going to put everything together and see what else we need, but I think we might have everything here. And this is a complete VTEC head we have here. We do have a set of Type R regrinds. I think this is the CTR spec. Not entirely sure, but I do want to sell these verniers as well as these cams. They are posted for sale for 2.5 with the verniers, and for the cams alone 2K. If you are interested, do let me know. The reason why I'm selling these cams is because I still have my original P16 cams, and because we need to fund that bolt and the 20 valve, I need all the extra cash I can get. We have the head, we have the cams, we have the valve cover there with all the couplings, I guess, or cam cups, to get everything assembled. we do have the B16 VTEC intake, throttle body, sensors, fuel rail and injectors on there with some nice looking hardware there. Even with a Disney right here, we have a complete VTEC setup. Now to run the setup, we got a complete VTEC engine room as well, and that's the reason why we have the unique here, the ECU as well as the loom. This is a plug and play setup for my B18 right there, because I already sold my loom and my ECU to Tano from Holloway's workshop. So once again buddy, thanks for the support. We do have the complete engine loom, ECU and unique, and all we need to do is probably, once the car's up and driving, go for a break-in map I guess, and after that 500 or 1000 cases done depending on my mechanic, we can move forward to getting the car tuned. Not gonna go with everything, we're not gonna go with anything outrageous with this car at the current time, because the goal is just to get the car up and driving, because I had to spend some more mods or money for mods on that car. We're not gonna get anywhere with our tuning off. That's the situation I'm in currently. With that, we do have a set of Skunk 2 LMAs for the B-Series head, which I will be fitting as well. I'm thinking of maybe getting an extra set of double valve springs, because I think it's the intake that has it. We need a set for the exhaust, or I could be wrong, other way around. Do correct me in the comment section down below. I want to get that sorted as well. So now we have a head to convert the car fully to VTEC. We have the cams, we have the ECU, we have the loom to tune the car and have the functionality of VTEC. Because if I had to use my 180i loom and do a unique on it, I had to do a VTEC controller, because 180i ECU doesn't have VTEC. So yeah, I'm sure someone in the comment section will explain it more properly than me. I don't really know that much, I'm in the learning phase. And then with breathing mods, for breathing purposes, we have the 4x2x1 noise voice manifold branch that we will be fitting as well. It looks a bit ugly now, but we will get it like a spray painted or heat wrapped. Comment down below if you would like to see a spray painted manifold or branch or heaters, or a heat wrap on this. Comment down below, I would like to hear your input. And to settle it off, we have a speed box, or one box exhaust. I will be fitting on another box for myself. I'm not really a big fan of just one box, and this exhaust came from a Civic, so we need to extend it at the back as well. I will be doing that once we get everything sorted for this car. So we technically have everything to go VTEC on this car at the current time. Here you can see we got the complete VTEC head assembled. The only thing that's currently not in this head is all the cams right here. Other than that, we got everything in there. I'm super excited for this whole process. Everything is looking very, very good this far, and there's going to be some more expenses coming along with this. And unfortunately, due to that, I need to sell the following items in order to be able to fund this whole build once again from start, as well to fund the 20 valve pod. So if you are following along with all the content and everything that's going on, there is a lot going on, and with everything going on involves money. Because the money is not always there, it causes the builds to be postponed or to put on hold, or just to, not be completed I guess. Because of all this going on here, I will need to sell the following items, which I'm just gonna take out real quick, and I will show you guys exactly what's kinda going on and what I need to sell. The first thing I need to sell, unfortunately, due to all this, is my VTEC wheels. I will be selling these VTEC wheels. They have brand new tires on in front, and the rear tires are very, very good as well. And because of everything that's going on, unfortunately I have to sell my VTEC wheels. If you are interested, don't hesitate to contact me at Late Customs on Instagram, and we can discuss offers, prices, deals. I am willing to swap for Steelies with a cash difference, or 180i wheels with a cash difference as well. I'm not really looking at spoons, anything else at the current time, but I would really like maybe a set of Steelies with a cash difference, or specifically 180i wheels with a cash difference. The number two thing that must go, unfortunately, are these cams as well. I would really like to use these cams, but because I do still have a set of original cams, all I'll be needing is probably original pulleys, but that's not really difficult to source. So if any of you are interested in a set of Type R, CTR I think, regrinds, hit me up at Later Customs as well. These cams are currently for sale as well. These are the following items that have to go as well. We have the intake manifold, we have injectors, we have the injector rail, the fuel rail, throttle body, intake manifold. We have the B18 original head with valve cover. The head has been fully refurbished. There were a few sport threads on. I got that sorted out. It was like one bolt broken off, got that drilled out as well. It has new seals in as well, and it's still in the cling wrap because I was going to reuse this head until everything kind of changed. I do have everything to complete the head as well, so hit me up if you're interested in this complete setup, which I will be selling with the Dizzy, which I'll show you guys shortly. Because I still have my 180i Dizzy, I will anyway need just one Dizzy. I will be selling the Dizzy that has the ear cut off. If you're interested, I'll throw the Dizzy in with the leads. If you want it as a combo with the Dizzy, leads and the complete head, let me know. Those are the items I will be selling. And here we have everything of the B18. We have the cams, we have the seals, we have the gaskets, we have the cups, we have everything. Tappets, everything is here with the head if you are interested. That is literally all that is going on. We have all that we bought, and I mentioned everything I would like to sell for the timing, because if I could get those items sold, it would be amazing. I do have one more item inside, and there is another thing I would like to show you as well. That's also inside. Actually, a few items I would like to show you inside. But that's going to be the whole buzz with this current bolt right here. And here in the corner, I'm not sure if you noticed this or if you've been following along on the channel, we do have our VTEC box. Tano fitted the VTEC box, he had some issues inside, but well, the VTEC box is 100%. I think it's a complete overhauled box, I'm not sure, but Tano said the box drives amazing. It's a very good thing for me, because I had no idea if the box was 100% or not, but apparently, according to him, the box is 100%, which is a good thing, because VTEC is not VTEC without a VTEC gearbox for the shorter ratios. Before we move on inside, I know this has been a video that's been very over the place. This is Tegan's old engine. I just took the crank out because my crank, which I actually completely forgot to mention, is laying right there, and one of the journals was spilled. I think the crank needs to be cut to 10,000 in order to reuse the crank, but the crank is there, and unfortunately I will not be using it. I took the crank out of this B18 block right here and took it to engineers. They said that is fine, and we will be using that crank in order to continue my build. That's the reason why we're here at the rear end of the car. We are selling these taillights as well with the indicator markers right there, which are also orange, and I'm sure you guys probably know why. I'm not going to mention anything yet, but we are selling the tow bar as well. I would have liked to keep the tow bar, but the tow bar isn't really sitting the way I wanted, so I'm selling the tow bar, the complete tow bar, and it will give me some weight reduction in the process as well, which is a good thing. But if someone rear ends you lose all that force, I guess, or the strength in your rear end of your car. Here is the other item I like to sell. This is a 12-inch subwoofer right here, 4D Darka Street Series. Bought it for the 2012 or my car, but unfortunately I had to sell it. I already got my front loader sold, so I need to get this sold as well. Hit me up at the customs. Here you can see we have a whole overload with parts that I'm keeping for my car. This is for the engine rebuild. We have the flywheel, we have the oil pump, we have the bearings. We even got the sandwich plate ready from CCD, because he will not be using it anymore, because he's going other route with his build. We have the sandwich plate here, we have the cold induction, we got a lip there, we got the oil, CVs, bearings, cam belt. That's unfortunate stuff I probably need to change again. We have a water pump. There's the complete heat gasket setup both for the B18, but I think that will have to change now because we are going VTEC, I guess. So most of the stuff we'll still be able to use, but the other stuff unfortunately we will not be able to use anymore. This is the box my pistons came in, but unfortunately they're already off to the engineers. Just excuse the room real quick, but just to show that we did buy a new front windscreen as well. This is currently laying like in the spare room, so apologies for how the room looks. But we have a brand new front windscreen that I bought. Big shout out to Walmart Daniels. I'm gonna hook me up with a windscreen. I got the rear bumper resprayed because you guys know there were a few cracks in the rear bumper. Big shout out once again to Walmart Daniels for hooking me up with this amazing spray painting on the bumper. We got the front bumper spray as well. You can see it collected some dust because I've had it laying for I think 2 weeks. Yeah, and we got the front bumper flushed as well, and he kept this section here black for me, which is OEM, I guess. Bumper is in very good condition, same with the rear bumper, and we do have a brand new front windscreen for the build as well. So we have most of the stuff sorted already. There are literally so many stuff we got sorted and got the ball rolling with. We really tried to keep the ball rolling even though there weren't any content, and I couldn't really say anything until we eventually got everything to where it is at the current time. The build was supposed to be driving in the next week or two, but unfortunately I think it might still be postponed due to, well, sorting out some finances, because I need to get the following items sold in order to continue everything with the build, because plans usually change, and yeah, I'm sure all of you know the whole process with that, because with this head I need to send this head into the engineers to get completely overhauled as well. New seals one time, scheme it, make sure everything is fine. I think it's a valve test or something like that. Make sure everything is fine there. And I might even go a step further into maybe porting the intake one time, getting it cut open, porting it. If any of you guys maybe could assist me with that, if you want some exposure, do hit me up. I would really appreciate all the help and support I can get, I guess. And yeah, like I said, I just really need to get those items sold. I do have other items for sale as well, but I'll link everything in the description down below with the pricing if all of you or if any of you would be interested in the items I just mentioned in today's video. I appreciate all of you guys. I'm completely sorry, I didn't really mean to bore any of you guys out, but and I know not a lot of you guys like talking, but this was kind of like a talking video to get you guys updated with everything going on. I didn't really do an update on Jody. And I know you have been waiting for it or video too, but the car has gone in for a respray because Jody is very finicky. So if you watch till the end of today's video, you would know that Jody's car is in for a respray and his champ is for sale. And I'll just stop it right there, because if I go any further than that, we have some big plans going well through with Jody's plans, and we have some plans going on. So just be patient. We will do a reveal on the Type R soon as well. And that's about it for today's video. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to drop a like, and don't forget to drop a comment as well if you are excited for this whole process, because I am, but I'm not excited for the financial well, problems coming with that, to be honest. But I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.